So today I've got Ava. She's with Rio, little Romanian rescue girl. So she's been with her owners now for 5 months, 6 months, something like that. She's doing really well. She settled in fine, and then she went through a bit of a dominant stage with their other dog. Obviously she's the bitch, the other dog's a dog, so she's always going to be in charge of that dog. But obviously we have to be in charge of her. So that's when I had the consultation, and we assessed what was happening with her and the steps to take in the house to control the boundaries, body language, and yeah, it's all settled down. So she's much better, much calmer in the house. No more barking and sort of defiance and dominance over the other dog. And out on the walk, we start off with some long line work, teaching her this way, so she responded to that, and she picked that up really quickly. She's quite sort of fearful of sudden noises, so we're just getting her used to lots of different places, different sounds. Her owners are taken all over the place, so she's getting really good experience of different places and different sounds. The main thing when a dog's nervous is not to make a big deal about it. Because if we look at the dog and talk softly to the dog and try and reassure them, like we would with a human being, we're actually going to tell the dog that, yeah, there's something to be scared of. So the best thing you can do is carry on as normal. Carry on like nothing's happening. And that will teach the dog that there's nothing wrong, okay? But the more attention we put onto that situation, the worse we make it for the dog, the more unsure the dog will be. So that's all been going really well. Ava, this way. So the only thing that she does, when her owner's got her on the long line, she just kind of loses herself, in a bit of a scent, and, she's just mooching along in her own little world, not a care in the world, and doesn't necessarily pay attention to where you've gone. Okay. She's not running off, she's just in her own little world. Basically, she's loving life. Life is really interesting. And Ava, this way. Life is really interesting. She follows a scent, especially in woods. So this is why I'm here in these woods at the moment. Basically, what she needs to do is realise that we're not following. So once she realises we're not following, my phone was facing her, but my back was to her. So I just stand still with my back to them. They can't see me looking at them. They can't see me waiting for them. They just have to see me walking away so that they follow. What we have to do with the dogs that kind of lose themselves in their own little scent is let them realise that, we're not waiting for them. And it starts to sort of make them think a bit more that we've got to keep an eye on where the human's going and follow the human. Now, to kind of kickstart that with this kind of temperament, we sometimes have to up the pace a little bit. So now I'm going off the track. Make sure she's keeping an eye on me. And she is, and here she is. So that's all I want. I just want her to be sniffing and doing her thing, but keep an eye on me. Keep a little bit of attention on where I am. That's teaching her that I'm the alpha and she follows me. So what I've done is upped the pace a little bit. So I've done a bit of a jog this morning with them, so that when she's sniffing, I'm running, jogging. So the distance between us gets a lot bigger, a lot quicker. So when we're walking, it's all very calm and relaxed, and that we don't go at a great pace. So she doesn't need to worry. She's sniffing, she has a look, yeah, we've barely moved. But when we're running or jogging, the pace is quicker. She's got to pay more attention. All of a sudden she realises she's being left behind. So we have to tap into that for her to start to think, I'm going to keep an eye on this person, else I'm going to end up on my own. So that's what we're doing today with her. And this afternoon I'm going to meet up with her owner. We're going to do a walk this afternoon with her off lead, because her owner needs to get the confidence to have her off lead and to see what she does. So assisting today, I have Barney, Rio and Roscoe. So she's got a good chunk of dogs with her to really help get that pack mentality in place. And then it's just basically conditioning her to keep an eye on where I'm going and to follow me. So that's today's work. And as you can see, they're just having a great time in the woods. So it's good. What I'm not doing is calling her back constantly, talking constantly. It's quiet. I only speak when I absolutely have to, and that's when they know they need to pay attention to me. If I'm talking all the time, they're just going to ignore me. So don't talk to your dog constantly when you're on a walk. All right?